Hey y'all, Father Jim Haney from St. Paul's in the Plains Episcopal Church. I'm here at the Three Rivers Petroglyph site in the Tularosa Basin Desert of New Mexico. And I'm surrounded by, they say, 21,000 of these petroglyphs inscribed in the rocks all around this area. You might notice here there's a head of a bighorn sheep there. Over here, I like this one. There's a human face with ears, and they even got earrings on the face. Up here is something they said about 10% of the petroglyphs out here are this design, a circle with a cross and dots around it. It's not Christian. It's hundreds of years before Europeans ever came to America. And yet this must have been significant for the inhabitants to make 2,000 of the 21,000 or so of these out here on this site. It's a mystery to scholars what these petroglyphs are for. There are all kinds of opinions. And the descendants of these Native Americans are nowhere to be found. This tribe is now lost to history. And yet they left behind their designs, very human, wonderful carvings, petroglyphs inscribed into the rock. In our world, things are often temporary and throwaway, disposable. Planned obsolescence is part of our culture. And so it's hard to imagine something that will last for 700 or 800 or 1,000 years that we might leave behind. I mean, I do a lot of work, but my work is done. My sermons are written on computers, and those are stored electronically. They don't leave behind this kind of record like these Native Americans did. And yet, even the most long-lasting human records, most long-lasting human artifacts will eventually disappear. I'm staring off at the mountains behind me. One day those mountains will erode down to nothing. These will be long gone eventually. The mighty pyramids in Egypt, thousands of years old, but one day they'll wear away and erode down to nothing. Even our Earth itself, our sun's about halfway through its life cycle. Another 4 or 5 billion years, it will swell up the sun and it will literally incinerate us. This planet will be toast. So all of what we see around us will one day pass away. And yet the good news of Christianity is that we do have meaning and we do have significance. It's not found in things, it's not found in things of the earth, but it is found rather in the one who creates the heavens and the earth. It is found in our relationship to God. God is the one who gives us significance, and God promises to bring us to dwell with Him eternally. Which is just an amazing, amazing thing to contemplate. Eternity with God. Some people think that might be boring. I think it's going to be exciting. There are cartoons of people sitting around on clouds playing harps. I think it's going to be a lot more fun than that. In fact, I suspect we'll be able to do further learning, further exploring, and we'll keep growing. There's a wonderful line in the Rite One Prayers of the People that we pray for those who have died, and we ask God to grant them continual growth in His love and service. And I think after we die, we will have continual growth. These things will pass away, our bodies will pass away, but God never ends, and God promises that we will live with Him eternally. And my friends, that is wonderful, wonderful news. So from the Three Rivers Petroglyph site, I bid you good day.